to uphold the highest accountability and the sanctity of the collective cooperations and cohesive synergy of working spirits of different entities, of associations, organizations, and unions which are existing within the NISI communities. And the NISI Elite Society, being the apex and the umbrella organizations of the community, the grants the social sanctions of admissions to the privilege of recognitions and appellations to some few listed association, organizations, and unions. So I will better read it out so that you can have a very the clarity on this. The first we have, and with their portfolios, that is means who the presidents and secretaries, other office bearers we do not have mentioned here. The first we have the NISI Festival Councils, in short abbreviated as a NFC, a very specialized and dedicated for the culture's upliftment and also the protection and preservations of the traditional the practices of the institutions. Its president is Dr. Tachi Taku. Secretary is Sri 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐬𝐝𝐞. The second, All NISI Students Union, in short ANSU. This president is Sri Nabum Dodum. General Secretary Sri 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐬𝐝𝐶 Bai. They are meant for the students' communities with proactive progress in their well-beings. Third, the All NISI Youth Associations, in short ANYA. Its president is Sri Jamru Roja. General Secretary is Sri Tai Rajan. They are the who are adolescents, perhaps many of them have completed their studies and graduations, but they are still engaged with the socio-economics related to the societies in a specialized way. They are in a youth as a part of our cohesive coordinations. Fourth, we have NISI Service Engineering Forums, in short NSEF. The president is E.R. Toko Otur and General Secretary is E.R. Joram Lali. So they are very professionals who gives a think tank to the society. Then we have in the fifth, NISI Agri-Allied Extension Societies. In short, we call it NAAES. Its president is Sri Joram Pupa. General Secretary, it is acting Sri 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐻 Taja. They are a conglomerations of other professionals which are not clubbing in a singles. So they are very important roles in terms of the think tanks. Last, the sixth is the NISI Art and Culture Welfare Societies, in short NACWS. So its chairman is Sri 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐻. Secretary is Sri 𝐾𝐫𝐸𝐻. They are specialized and dedicated for the promotion of the art cultures in a creativities of the humankind. Now, upward mentions sitting president, general secretary, chairman, and the secretaries. They all are socially recognized and granted to the admissions and privilege of the recognitions and appellations to the NISI Elite Societies. Other than these listed, if any organizations exist, similar akin synonyms, the NISI Elite Society do not consider and treat them as recognized, and they are treated as non-recognized and unappelated. If any government establishment or any organizations, individuals or groups or society is dealing with any kind of the transactions in term of officials and unofficial correspondence with them is absolutely and solely of their own responsibilities and risk. The necessary societies will not held any accountability and own any responsibility for doing such any kind of transactions and correspondence. The third we are to share with you is that recently you must have been seen that there is some miscreants damaged the bridge, that is 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐬𝐢𝐝 bridge near Da village under I think 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐬𝐢𝐝 village, that is administrative centers. Some miscreant had damaged this bridge, which serves as a lifeline to the people of Chambang, Gangtes and adjacent areas. So this damage has caused a significantly affected the smooth flow of the traffics and created avoidable difficulties for the peoples who are residing over there. So in this, necessary societies unequivocally condemned such act of disruptions and damaging the public properties. So I appeal to the district collectors and the superintendent of police of the concerned districts to apprehend those wrongdoers at the earliest possible and award them an exemplary punishment to prevent them from recurrence of such acts in near futures. Third, we have in the necessary societies a calendarical academic program, that is annual academic awards and scholarships. This year too we have already issued a notice inviting the applications to submit for the current academic sessions of the 2023 to 24, and they are I think well on the card, and we are through your mediums we'd like to once again request all the who are eligibles, they may kindly apply, and we are keeping this program to be solemnized in the coming months of the second weeks of the July. So it is very nearing, and with this, thank you very much.
Any organization for claiming to be a part of NES, you will not recognize them. So are you speaking about any particular organization that have come up closer in the recent times?
We have a very standard set of the rules and protocols, that is, we call it the bylaws, the Necessary Society bylaws, under the provisions of the Article 16, sub-clause 1 to 5. It's clearly mentioned that these are the bodies which I have outlined just now, that is officially recognized, and they are socially granted, and whatever, if their responsibilities of carrying out for the terms of, we coordinate and we act in a synergy in the best interest of the societies. And there may be 100 and 1,000 organizations, NES has no any say on them.
एक्चुअली प्रोफेसर साहब आप लोग वो नहीं पूछ रहे हैं कि आपका क्या है नहीं है, वो आप लोग सिस्टम को नहीं जान रहे हैं। आपने ऐसा बताया तो समथिंग जो बोलता है जब माचिस लगाता है तो धुआं निकलता है, तो क्या ऐसा कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आपका जो सोशली सैंक्शन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी ऐसा काम कर रहा है जो एनईएस प्रेसिडेंट को बोलना पड़ गया कि नेस आनिया अंशु का अलावा और भी ऐसा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नेस का सैंक्शन का बिना चल रहा है बोल के, कंफ्यूजन क्या है एक्चुअली पब्लिक को आप क्या बताना चाहते हैं?
This is why we're very clear that there is a non-entity which are not grants and socially sanctioned and recognize and admissions to the privilege of the recognitions and appellations. If some organization is venting out there, it is their own responsibility, not with us, and we don't have any say. Because in a democratic institutions, several mouths are there. So India is a noisy democracy, so everyone has the right to speak. So we don't have any say, but we are not accountable to them. I think, am I clear?
Sir, my specific question to you, you are just not clearing the things because it is a matter of confusion. NES, ANIA, NACOS, extension officers, and one more. You mentioned 5 organizations.
सर्विस इंजीनियर
हाँ.
निश्चय
So,
सर्विस
सर्विस
इंजीनियर.
इंजीनियर
हाँ. तो क्या आप लोगों का ये 5 ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का नाम में दूसरा भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लोग लीड कर रहे हैं?
No age on it, they're nothing. They are very specific.
So what is the confusion? You have to come.
No,
to
no
the press.
confusion.
You have to come to the press and saying that Anya is organization, so section, NES is organization, Ansu is a extension officer. Why so?
No, we have age on now. We have not made it very clear. Within them also, they are not been still known. So that is what we are making in public. So that is what they are administratively, legally, procedurally, socially. They are recognized from the NES. And others were maybe there. There could be many organizations, but we have nothing to say on them.
सर जैसे आपने बताया कि स्कॉलरशिप के बारे में, तो आपको पता ही होगा कि इस साल जो नीसी बेल्ट का ज़्यादातर इलाकों में नीसी जो स्टूडेंट है उसका मार्क्स बहुत पुअर है, तो नेक्स्ट ऐसे फेडरल बॉडी आप लोग क्या कदम उठाने वाले हैं?
No, we have a districts level. There is a secretary charge there. We are working on them. We are requesting them to give the data of. And recently we had on 8th June. We had a very comprehensive reports of the each district. What is the performance of the higher secondary and the secondary level, and based on the ground informations and facts and figures, we may able to say, because at this present I can't just say like that. Yes, we are very aware of that. The performance is very much wanting at this stage, and I think in the course of time, definitely NES is looking forward to more engagement and strengthening the idea of encouraging, and where the institutions is accountable. I think we may roll out some of the ideas in the course of time.
सर वन मोर क्वेश्चन, जैसे कि आपने बताया कि जो नीसी फेडरल बॉडी है ये नीसी जनजाति का जो कल्चर और जो रिलीजन जो चीज़ है जो प्रिजर्व करने के लिए है, अभी जो नया जो स्ट्रक्चर हमने देखकर आया है, जो फौज में आपने देखा होगा नीसी कल्चरल हेरिटेज, उसका अभी स्टेटस क्या है?
There is some logistics and other technical issues are there. We are aware of that. We visited that, and we are yet to get the proper the water connections and all, because it involves huge budgetary provisions, and governments have already sanctioned some of the thing, and I think it is on the pipeline, and very soon we may have that is functional, and we are looking forward that the liberal funding will give some like water supplies and other logistic can be, because it's location is very harsh topographical situation, and that is very challenging one. So that is what we need to take care. Those who are living there, they should not be at risk of their lives. Fine. So that is the position agent.
One more question, sir. जिस तरह से
Only one question you are supposed.
This is my last question. जिस तरह से हमने विजिट किया उस एरिया में, तो वहाँ पर जो स्ट्रक्चर था वहाँ पर सारा दरवाजा खुला हुआ था और बहुत से पार्ट जो ऑलरेडी डैमेज हो रहा है बारिश के कारण, तो दरवाजा खुला था, कोई अभी यूथ्स वहाँ जाएंगे, ड्रग्स ऐसे करेंगे, कोई आइडिया नहीं है, तो उसको आप लोग जो अवेयरनेस देने के लिए और साथ में सिक्योरिटी लाने के लिए वहाँ पर उस जगह में क्या करें?
We appreciate that you all have keen to observe that. We are aware of that. The assets are being created, and that is taxpayers' assets, or it is a responsibility of everyone. It is not alone the NES, but as a community, as a society, as an individual, everyone must have a responsibility, and even their stakeholders or the users. So if somebody is trying to make it dilapidated or deliberately to damage, we have no control on them, but we are aware of that. We are some peoples are engaged there, but sometimes they need to be or get some kind of pecuniary benefits, and so many other things are involved. So these are some of the issues. Sometimes we may engage somebody, but we cannot get them into buy without paying them. This is also a problem. So we are looking forward, and very soon that will be taken care.
सर, ये नया नया सरकार संगठन गठन हुआ है पेमा खांडू लेट 3.0, क्योंकि एनईएस बहुत बड़ा संगठन है अरुणाचल प्रदेश के लिए और मेजोरिटी जनजाति का रिप्रेजेंटेशन करता है। तो सरकार का मुखिया जो है पेमा खांडू का कहना है कि हम लोग टीम अरुणाचल चलेंगे बोल करके। तो इसमें अभी देश मेजर रोल प्ले कर रहा है, क्योंकि काफ़ी एरिया को डोमिनेटिंग डीसी इनहेबिटेंस में है। तो डेवलपमेंट फैक्टर में क्या देश भी कुछ काम करेगा ऐसा मिला करके सरकार को, या वी कैन कंटिन्यू wait and watching the development activities being carried?
The NES is always its sole and goal endeavor to give a proactives for the productivities and progressive ideas. We don't the venture on to which may be complicated to the progress in the ground level. So we welcome any kind of move of the critical infrastructures, including the education sectors, health, and the communications. And it is not only the government of the Arunachal, it is the whole nations under the 𝐏𝐫𝐸 Bharat program that under the Unison programs, the Arunachal is absolutely a part of the integral, and though cannot any progress can make it by leaving this state. So this state is a very sentinel state. So there is a focus, and NES is always there to give our cushioning and support and any kind of progressive thing and any kind of development. So we are always looking forward that Arunachal should move ahead, and it should achieve its 𝐏𝐫𝐸 Arunachal Pradesh.
सर, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है।
You are from which?
यस, अरुणाचल मौजो।
Okay.
तो सर, मैं आपका भाषण से सुना है कि निशी विलेज सोसाइटी इज हेड ऑफ निशी पेरेंटल बॉडी ऑफ निशी। तो इस बार अंशु में अंदर में आपने कहा है कि अंशु प्रेसिडेंट और सेक्रेटरी का वजह से तो आप शिक्षु का कलेक्ट हुआ, तो उसमें आप पेरेंटल नाते हैं, आपका क्या फर्दर स्टेप रहेगा?
We know they are our son and children, so whatever they do, maybe the sibling rivalry is always there, but that as a parents we are aware of that, and we are looking forward, and it will be resolved within, because it's, you know, the sibling means within the family always, and then only your love and affection will be encouraged. Otherwise you will not have whether you really like me or not like, but this kind of things also become a very positive signs, and we are looking forward it will be sorted out.
सर, मेरा एक सवाल। सर,
You are from which?
सर, आई एम फ्रॉम कॉम्बोरेजिस।
Okay.
सर, इस बार का जो इलेक्शन के चलते एक तो आरएसएस एमपी से जो लेटर देखने को मिला था आपके नाम के ऊपर कि आपने क्लैन बेस्ड जो इलेक्शन उसको प्रमोट किया। सर, इसके ऊपर आपका क्या कहना है?
That is, you know, it's a cheap stunt and misleading, and I have no any comment.